What's up guys, it's your boy KatsuBatsu, here to make your life hopefully a little bit easier, and we'll be obviously talking about Pokemon today. So let's get cracking, boys. Let's get cracking. Now, before we jump into anything, I wanted to first tell you that we're first going to watch and look into some of the fun stuff I found about Pokemon. So Pokemon is going to release, or has recently released. My Japanese is terrible, as in I don't understand Japanese, but they're releasing these candy toys that you might see here on this image. Candy toys. So they're really cool desktop figures. So they are figures, they're not candy, they're not edible. You have to see it this way. These desktop figures are literally for your desktop. There are pins in here. You can see there they've got let's just quickly look at it. They've got these adorable looking, this is like a lipstick or some sort. This is like, you know, these are the pins in there. This is a pen. Not really sure what these are. There's like little, I don't know, marbles or something. So they're really, you know, holding a lot of stuff. And if you go here and we go look at our little slow bra, what he's holding glasses. So they're really like cute little holders, and if you want those at work or your office or whatever, I have no idea where to find them, but I'm sure if you look up candy toy, you look up desktop figure, Pokemon, I'm sure you can find some. Maybe you can buy some. I don't wear glasses, but I would buy glasses just so I can put them on my little slow bro. Slow bro is cute. Anyway, to carry on with what we have, the second thing I got for you guys is the Pokemon custom controller for PS4. No, this does not mean that Pokemon is coming to PlayStation or Xbox or any other console aside from Nintendo Switch or DS or anything from the Nintendo line. It just means that they're going to hit it off a really cool controller on there. You can have a bit of a closer look. You can really see that, you know, you got a little Squirtle here, you got a little Charmander there, and poor little Bulbasaur, my personal favorite, at the top right where he belongs apparently, with his little green triangle. I don't know why they put him in the corner. That's sad as hell. Why did you put my Bulbasaur in the corner? Oh, whatever. He's cute. It's a cute controller. I don't know if Extreme Consoles is the ones that are selling it, or if Extreme Consoles is the name of just a reseller, or the ones that actually manufactured it. I'm not really sure, but there's some really cool stuff. I don't think it means that anything aside from the fact that this is just a really cool skin. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is something that I found on a website called Katsu News. Yeah, Katsu News. You're right. That's Katsu News. Now, that's not my website. You know, I know I'm KatsuBatsu and all that stuff, but Katsu News is an imitator. No, I don't know who he is. He talks about anime and stuff like that. Really cool. But what we're going to talk about, the remade first Pokemon movie reveals the CGI anime phase in Armored Mewtwo. Now, let's go look into that. So, the original 2D, there's a trailer here that you should definitely check out if you haven't already, with Mewtwo being a badass. Him being an Armored Mewtwo in the movie could entail more than we initially think. But Armored Mewtwo could mean that it's also a hint towards the armored evolutions that we've heard about before in different rumors. I don't think it is, but it could be. Now, it becomes a little bit more extreme because this guy is saying that there's a Japanese trademark for the name Armored Mewtwo. They're definitely going to sell some merchandise for this Mewtwo, which is really cool to keep yourself updated on regardless. This is an actual rumor, right? For you guys, you can't see because my head's blocking it. But there's a rumor, which is that Spirit Armor is going to happen, and new game mechanics in Pokemon Sword and Shield are going to happen. This is the Armored Mewtwo, not from the CGI movie trailer, but from the series as we know it. And they're saying that it's going to happen. We're going to get Spirit Armor. Now, let's look into this. I haven't seen this before either, but let's just look into it. So they're saying that there is going to be Spirit Armor system, which allows the player to equip their Pokemon and objects or equipment found during the game. Sure, could be. This does mean that this would replace held items as we know it, which means that all the plates, all the gems, all the quick claws that we got, they're going to be replaced by this. Unless they're going to do both of them at the same time, which just sounds very unlikely. The function adds different effects based on the type of instrument, and only one that can be given to each Pokemon. Yeah, I'm a little confused with what he means there. I don't really get it. So some required tools can be converted in spirit armors. Okay, so I guess you can sort of. Does it mean you're like a blacksmith kind of like you're just converting them together? You're smithing about and creating armors. I mean, that would sound cool as hell. I mean, I'm up for it. Use as such example is Gallomai, yeah. It allows you to increase your chance of freezing the opponent by 10%. 10% does sound like an awful lot, but it could be possible. Another example of spirit armor is a necklace of fire that changes the type of attack used in the fire type. Huh? What does it mean? Like, what does it mean? Another example of spirit type, like I do know what it means, but this would change the game meta too much. Like if you've got a Squirtle, you know, fighting a Bulbasaur, he's supposed to get wrecked. Like, you know, Squirtle loses to Bulbasaur, and I'm just saying that because Bulbasaur is my favorite Kanto starter. I'm saying that because Bulbasaur is grass and Squirtle is water. He's supposed to get wrecked. But then he has a necklace of fire, for example. Like Squirtle is just pimping his cool ass necklace, and suddenly he does a throws like a flamethrower, or just like does a bubble beam, and it turns into a fire beam or something, and he just wrecks Bulbasaur in the process. I mean, to me that doesn't sound plausible unless there's like really firm boundaries on there. Who knows though? Similar to Z moves, okay, so it could be a gimmick. Mewtwo gets his own exclusive one. Starter Pokemon get like Mewtwo. It's probably whoever did this rumor is very aware of the fact that the movies are coming out, but the movies are coming out half a year prior to the release of the game, which is a long stretch. So if they're gonna get Mewtwo, like they're gonna come out with Mewtwo, I don't think that's gonna happen unless the CGI movie comes out really close to the end of the year, so they can match those things up. Otherwise, it kind of feels to me like a throw-in that someone with a fake rumor would do. Because half year is a stretch. Why would you put in Mewtwo and then hype him up with its armor and everything, and then half year later be like, oh, we got Armored Evolution Mewtwo in our game? It's like, yeah, but that's like half a year ago, man. It's 2020 almost. Come on, man. But yeah, the three initial Pokemon will keep their pure types. They're from like grass, fire, and water. Blah blah evolutions, grass, kobold. Yeah, so this is probably fairy type. The reason it says kobold is because this was translated from Italian, so that's probably why it's saying kobold. But it's supposed to be grass fairy then in this case, and firefight, not firefight, brah. And then water ghost. Okay, what? You know what the thing is with the water ghost thing? Like I'm not getting it, because you know if you look at all the ghost type Pokemon like Gengar or like those freaking chandeliers that are being possessed, they're literally either dead things, or ghost things, transparent things, or things that are, you know, possessed by some ghost thing. In the case of Vaporeon, she turned invisible. Where's her ghost type? You'd be like, oh, but it didn't exist back then. It did. You had Haunter and Gengar back then, bro. Then you have Kecleon. He's normal type. He turns invisible all the time. He was literally famed in that freaking game about him being invisible. And he was literally blocking your way like a Sudowoodo or a Snorlax would. But the thing is, he wasn't a ghost type. So why would Sobble be a ghost type? I don't think it's going to happen. Then we go like the rest, the legendary dog. Okay, I think this is just a translation error. It should be wolf. You know, obviously these things. And it's saying that they can transform into something, which will determine its attack. So it's either going to be Dragon Steel or it's going to be Ice and Steel. I think Dragon and Ice sounds like a really poor matchup, but who knows, right? And then players will be able to connect with those. Yeah, that's the same shit. Players will be able to connect with other players. With other game versions, so they can unlock other forms, is typical Nintendo stuff. So I don't know if that even strikes me as unique. The legendary wolf cannot be deployed until unless it has a spirit armor. I guess you have to give it the equipment first, like the held item first. Great connection with Kalos. Many characters appearing again. Great, could be. Region cannot be visited. Yeah, it sounds logical. You don't want to. You know what? Like these Kalos rumors, they're not going to happen. Like at most, you're going to be able to go to a small part of Kalos, or just an island that hasn't been in the actual game before, because they're not going to create an entire region that they've already done before. and get double the amount of development costs out of that, just because they want to add that to it. I think there are going to be hints and subtleties. Maybe characters reappearing would be really great, but the region is not going to be entirely revisited for sure. In this case, in this rumor, not at all. So this rumor, really hating the whole, firefight thing, could still be true though. The spirit armor thing could be true, because spirit armor, if you really look at it, armored evolution is the old rumor we got going, and then a spirit armor, they're basically the same thing, except spirit armor is now explained more thoroughly, which could mean that, stepping into details, this is the exact same freaking thing. The last rumor we got, quickly jump through it. The first one we got covered. Now the second one is about, from a guy called Gameplay Leaker. Oh, well, look at you, a mighty good name. And then you got offensive stance, armored stances. Like, this is an old rumor. Like, this is just filling it up with extra stuff. Offensive stance allows you to deal 50% more damage, but you receive 50% more damage as well. Really, 50%? Does this guy not understand that 50% is a whole lot? So if your entire attack with everything is like 500, with the attack added to it 500, and then you do 50% more, suddenly you're doing 750. Designer in his right mind would be like, oh, it's 50%. Unless it's for some special creature like the wolves or legendaries, because they're always OP as hell, I don't see this happening. Now wait, then defensive stance, base same thing, but then with defense, 50%, 50%. Neutral stance, yeah, 2-minute stance, 1 round cooldown, yeah, too many explanations, bro. You know, too many details. Like, what are you? Were you like the art director, the high director or something? How do you know all these things? Were you the game design lead? Then take minor damage at the end of every turn, as well as cutting your special attack in half. It set as a condition called fear. Like, I mean, there is a thing called fear. New stats condition called fear. People talk about it, right? But saying take minor damage at the end of every turn, as well as cutting your special attack in half again. What is with this dude and his half? Astonish Quench and Dark Pulse, yeah, secondary. You know what? I'm kind of like losing it with this guy. Like, let's just go through it though. Astonish Quench and Dark Pulse all lost their secondary effect in favor of having a chance to inflict fear instead. Cool. New move called Terrify. Dark types cannot be feared. Ice types now resist fairy and water. There's a lot of snow and Galar. Having ice types resisting fairy could mean that for the end game it's going to be a lot better. But I don't know why you would want to boost ice types. They're not bad to begin with. Doesn't seem the most logical, but could be. Then there's Moonblast, Shadow Ball, and Dark Pulse now having 90 base. Could be true. Grookey evolves into a rock star. Okay, has a really big explanation about what he does. Then he has a move called Power Chord. How does this guy know that? Like, do you get like a tour around the the company and just be like, oh, this is our new starter. He's Rockstar and he has a move called Power Chord. Like, they're not gonna say that shit. Why would they? They're not gonna give that away. And then also, like, how much damage it does. 80 base dark type move, 50% chance of inflicting fear. Like, come on. Then Score Bunny, football soccer player. This guy's just jumping into what people are saying. Like, it'd be really cool if she was a football soccer player and she turns into, yeah, she has a move called Burn Ball, 50% chance to burn. It's Fire Steel. I want to throw some burn balls at people. Burn ball, but it's not gonna happen. Don't think so. Saul becomes a sea serpent and has a string of water coming from its forehead to the tip of its tail. Its signature move is Majestic Show, an 80 base power dragon type move with 50% chance of paralyzing. It's water dragon. This guy is just saying what people want. Like, we all want that. Don't get me wrong. I want a water dragon Sobble. I want him to have a move called Majestic Show, and I want to be like, yeah, it's true, Majestic Show. Wow, it must be because he's theater based and Grookey is music based. So he's a rock star and he does, music shit. And then Scorbunny is a football soccer player. Yeah, it's an athlete. So Burn Ball. Like, I love that. I would love that. But I think it's a lot of wishful thinking. It's not going to happen. The community would be too right. It never happens with Pokemon or Nintendo. This rumor I think is fake as fuck. Let's just keep it at that. Let me know what you guys think. Also about the other rumor, what you thought about that one. What are your thoughts? And if you guys have any rumors coming up or have any ideas about what you want me to cover next, any fun little things from Pokemon as well, like the cute little figures we saw at the beginning, let me know in the comments below or send me a message and I'll be sure to cover it next time. I love you guys.